Toit has for the past 5 years delivered the best love songs and returns with his latest album titled Oesjaar. Having spent the past few years performing with his favorite artists, he now shifts his focus on his offering. Fittingly, the first single of the album is a love song dedicated to his beautiful wife. And without giving too much away, he now joins us in studio to tell us a bit more about that. Geez, very good morning, Jannie. It's great to have you on the show.
Thanks so much for having us.
You sing absolutely beautifully, and Susan is also doing a phenomenal job. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm blessed. Yes.
Your current single, Jy kyk sag en ek sing 'n bietjie sag vir jou.
Yes, so nice. The title is Jy kyk sag.
Yes.
Well, I've never had anybody looking quite as softly, as mildly at me as Tarina does. But then I love to sing softly to her.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. It's great to have her be the inspiration for the song. You've been doing this for a long, long time. You've been in the game for, decades. You've got about plus minus 14 albums. What has kept you going over the years?
Well, a total love and passion for music. No doubt about that. I'm also in love with language. Language is very important in my life. So getting those two things together, music and language, is what I've always strived for. One tries to get the best possible marriage between text and music. And I've written a lot in my life. As you have said, I've been doing songs by my heroes for a number of years now and neglected a little bit my writing. But then I decided about 2 years ago that 2018 would be the year of harvest. I would really sit down and write some. And that's where the title Oesjaar, or Vintage 2018, comes from. Wrote 10 songs, a body of 10 songs for the album. I included some new recordings also of old bottles of wine, those that, for instance, song that I wrote in 1978.
Sure.
And I was granted the honor of singing it with Karen Zoid last year.
I love
so Karen did a new, nice rock version of my song, and I sang it with her, and she gave me permission to put it on Oesjaar 2018. Yes,
that's amazing. The album, there's a definite theme where love is quite poignant, but there's also diversity in just what you do, and your love for languages definitely comes through. Talk us through who you worked with on this album. I know you just mentioned Karen Zoid, but from a production perspective, the producers that were involved.
Wow, yes. I involved Susan playing there in the background. I involved her as the producer. She oversaw the whole recording process. But an old friend of ours and a pianist who played with the two of us, Clinton Zerf, who now lives in New Zealand, did all the arrangements. Obviously Susan played the cello as well, and our current pianist, the lovely young lady by the name of Shani Jonker, played the piano. But then I worked with my old friends, Denny Lalouette on the bass. We worked together the first time somewhere in the 80s. Rob Watson, the wonderful drummer, I got into the studio again, same with him all those years, and Moritz Lotz, perhaps even more. We have worked together over many years. So in terms of the production, very, very happy with what happened there. As you said, the songs are quite diverse. I wrote a song about my hero, Madiba, and the title is Osuka Tata. We really need, I believe, that we really need a Tata like him. And I'm not saying that anybody is not a Tata, but if we can get a Tata like that man again. So I wrote it in Afrikaans, but I so strongly felt that the message should go further. I used the sort of township idea. The old township idea I used as a basis for the song, and I in the end decided to also translate it into English. So I also recorded in English. I really want this message. I believe that the song brings a very strong message, that the smile smiles throughout all of us, like that beautiful smile I see here. That, in all honesty, if we can have more of that in this country, it will make such a difference. That's why I translated the song into English as well. And I've been working for 2 years now with a lovely young group. They call themselves Breathe. 3 black kids that sing in the UJ choir here. And they added some Xhosa and some Sesotho into my song. So we interweave all the languages, some English,
it's a very
Afrikaans,
well-balanced album. Very quickly, we are out of time. You were fully booked in December. What are you going to be up to in 2019?
Well, doing this program, I'm definitely going to do Oesjaar more in this year, but then with Susan playing there at the back, we're doing a program we call Die Echo van jou oë, the echo of your eyes. And we're doing it at the Word Festival, the Woordfees in Stellenbosch. Details on my website, www.janniedutoit.com.
All right, thank you very much, Jannie, for your time and all
Thanks
the best.
so much.
Continue with your amazing music and your great work as well. We just spoke to legendary Afrikaans musician Jannie Du Toit, sharing more on his latest offering titled Oesjaar, which celebrates the artist's extraordinary 5 decades in the music industry. We take a quick break. Do stay with us. We'll bring you much more music from him when we return.
The Drakensberg is the name given to the eastern portion of Great Escarpments, which encloses the central Southern Africa plateau.